let's see. Let's see if we can get in today. All right. Let us get our friend Kate. Well, let's see. No. So I'm live, but I don't think I've got Discord. I think I have to re-add Discord. It seems like it's not working. Okay. It says that Discord's still part of the mixer, but no, the Discord is not adding the audio. We'll get started. I think that Kite Tails said that she was down to play together. I don't know if anybody else is. We'll get started playing as soon as I can just add Discord again. Which I don't know why it wouldn't just keep it as it is. Alright, will you talk for... Oh. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, I think that worked. It's such a tragedy that you do not have a code. Alright. So, yes. Joined...
I'm actually okay with it.
You have been added... everybody should be able to hear you now.
Oh. Hi, everybody.
This is Kate the Kind. She does not have a code, unfortunately, but will be joining for lore and commentary. I wasn't able to play the network test last night because I had other plans. And then yesterday morning, when at 5 a.m. when we had all woken up, everybody on PlayStation could not get in because their servers were broken. So today, at the third network test, finally, I will be able to play. I don't know. I think that I'll just start playing, and then if somebody wants, if Kite can join, or somebody else can join, then we'll go from there. But I just kind of want to get started and just play. And finally play this game. and we'll just get matched with somebody random. Or wait, we can play it solo, can't we?
Yes, you can. You can play it solo. And I think you can play it solo, and I think you can join up with random people as well.
Right now, I think I'm just joining with random people. It's interesting to play with other people because from what I saw of Scum Age Info stream yesterday, like in theory, you should be able to join with other people, but then you might be at different levels. If you're leveling up at different times. I guess that's the same for seamless co-op, so that's not that surprising.
Yeah. It sounds relatively simple. I'm sorry, relatively similar to seamless co-op. But yeah, I still don't understand like the leveling thing and everything. So I really don't know. And hi, Banoon.
All right, should I kind of think that I want to be the cool eagle guy? Here we go. Here we go. Finally getting to play Nightreign. And we have 3 different people. I saw a lot of people yesterday were playing like as duchesses. And so, yeah, there was like 2 streams I think I saw where people were playing as Duchess. Or there was, like, most of the party were Duchesses. And so there's that ripple effect, Kate, in the lower left hand. This is some Fortnite shit, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, it really is giving Fortnite.
Which, what do you think of that? All right. Oh my gosh. Now we're playing I can't believe it. I finally got in. No problems. Beautiful. All right. Very interesting. It's like
Yeah.
dagger. Okay.
Are you noticing like the is there like a sigil on the tents and stuff? Is there any lore that we can glean from this at all?
So I asked Scum this yesterday. He said he didn't notice anything new architecturally, which makes sense because it's supposed to sort of be like reused. Everything's supposed to be regenerated. Oh, look, the gold road. It's here. And it's also being crushed by a giant block of, I think, not maybe Farum Azula. Oh, it's so nice to see the gold road.
It's your baby. And it also has the America sigil on it.
Okay, so one of the other things was that a lot of people were splitting up, and then they would die, and I don't think that that's something we really want. It doesn't seem like I can run very fast. I thought it was possible to run faster in this game. Oh, these things. Oh, never mind. I don't care about those things. Oh, we got Wilder. I feel weak as hell. I mean, look at how little health that I have. Wow, that's pretty cool. We just have this, like, building, the pieces of the building falling apart.
So true, by the way, Banoon. So true. The Golden Road is her grand sax to you.
Cosmo, we did. We got the PlayStation Network to behave. So let's thank everybody. Flying Dragon of the Hills. Let's thank everybody at Sony and From Software are coming through eventually. I have no health. I have so little health. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The building's literally falling apart.
Oh, I do think you're supposed to be able to sprint like torrent speed. Maybe you have to
Yeah.
be with your friends in order to do it.
My team, I'm so sorry. Right, like, it seems like I have very little health.
You know what, Banoon? I I think I very much agree with you because my first observation from watching Scum was that it's it seems very lore sterile. And I think some of the mobs that we're dealing with right now are also placeholders. Um, because everything is hodgy podgy and there are things mixed in areas that don't make any sense story wise, like faction wise. So yeah, I think it's weird. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm quiet. Okay, bye.
Oh, Kate's incredibly quiet. Normally, funny enough, normally Kate's quite loud. Um,
Yeah, normally I'm overpowering everything.
Alright, I turned her up a bit. Kate, will you speak a little bit more?
um, volume test, volume test. Hello, hello.
Silurius tree.
Yeah, I can't hear game sounds at all, and it looks like Banoon can't either. But I do hear maybe Fitz.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. The game is basically mute. I can also turn that up. It does say on OBS, this is only my second stream, so apologies if I'm making mistakes. It does say on OBS that the PS audio input should be coming through. Where are my deer? Right, like, you see how slow that I'm running. Kate, let me know if you can hear the game.
I cannot hear the game.
Why? Okay.
But Dulviano, I think right now we have
Sorry, guys.
theories. I don't think we've made any discoveries yet, quote unquote. But that's just from my end. Nameless might have other ideas.
I do have some ideas, but I gotta get the game. I feel so bad for my... Oh. Let me know if that worked. I maybe had been...
Okay, I can hear you game now.
I think that I had it muted all day yesterday, possibly. There it is, but loud. Alright, I turned it down a little. What do we think now? Sorry, everyone. We gotta find our teammates also. I'm being a bad teammate. Oh no. They are... Oh god, what is this? Oh no, it's the Ring of Fire.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's L3 you hold down to run really fast.
There should be like a spirit font well thing for you to jump up somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we've got sound for the game, we know how to run. We're looking for our teammates.
Turn to your right. You might be able to jump
my
up
teammate.
that wall.
I found you, my friend. Nice. Thank you, Kate. We did find Siluria's tree. So I think that maybe not lore discoveries, but there's a couple of interesting patterns. Oh god, I'm so dead. Oh, and then it's...
You might have too much quartz for that ability to work on him.
It's really weird not having... also, I'm apparently not leveled up to use... leveled up enough to use this weapon, I'm realizing. I think I'm weak as hell.
I think you just don't know how to use the character weapon yet.
Oh my god, we're both gonna die, because I am bad at this game.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really weird to find random weapons. It's also really, 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 really bizarre to not have... it's really bizarre to not have, your flask to be able to heal yourself. We, Delviano, we have not fought any bosses from, other Souls games yet. So far, it's just been all Elden Ring. Oh, I need those souls back. And then I think we gotta find a way to level up.
There was a grace behind you a good ways where you came from? Like
Yeah.
behind the blue wall. Apparently you can level at graces.
Makes sense. Get out of here, Crucible Knight. Oh my god, please don't. Please don't.
The moon says you have 4 flasks that you should be able
Dude!
to access.
Oh my god, I am everyone forgive me. Forgive me.
Oh no!
Kate, I needed you to get a code so that you could help me.
I'm helping you.
You are emotionally supporting me.
I'm
Triangle
like-
to heal, thank you, Banoon.
Like a little parrot on your shoulder.
That sucks. I really needed those souls. But
So that there is a dodge roll veto, but depending on what character you are, is depending on how it manifests. And for this eagle man, it's like a weird jump. It's like a weird jump to the side. Like that. Did you see her just do it?
yeah, that
It looks like she's-
sucks.
There you go. I don't know if it gives iframes. It doesn't look like it should give iframes.
Bloodhound's Fang.
Nice. The recluse player like destroyed it.
The Recluse player destroyed it. Oh my gosh, the game has given us the gift of my favorite sword. I got this in the base game, and then I just continued to play with Bloodhound's Fang the rest of the game. Because I truly think it's a perfect...
That's funny because its style is giving. It's very much giving Nameless, 100%.
Wait, so level up to 2, 3, why wouldn't I just go...
Oh, quickly run! You're in the blue flame.
Oh, thank you.
Go, go! You're dying.
I'm going. I'm going. Oh, this is interesting. This is cool. Oh man, I might die.
Veto. I think the reason why is because. So when they said where the lore of this takes place, they said it takes place before the shattering.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
And blah blah blah. I think there are still like crucible beings at this point in time. So for example, you have like human animal mix creatures, and that's why I think there's a Birdman. But I could be completely wrong, and maybe Nameless has other thoughts, and I'm talking too much. Goodbye.
The Nightreign. Oh, you lose a level when you die. Okay, alright. I do like the fact that there is this ring and it's closing. I do like the whole,
You might be correct on that. I know it's like the shattering is like the pivotal event that has either just happened or is about to happen. But from the looks of the world, you're right. It looks like it just happened.
oh my god, let me jump. Oh, isn't this a sprint thing? Hold on. That's pretty funny. I died in the, I died while jumping. Crawl, crawl away.
There's like a delay in your stream. Oh no. Oh good. Well, that's saving you.
I
no,
feel
Carl,
much...
No, I can't say I understand what you mean by that. How do you feel, sorry? Oh, there's a sword mark through there. Oh!
No, please don't die. Alright, bro.
Go, press triangle.
I'm pressing triangle, but it's not healing? We don't need no stinking heal. Alright, that was exhilarating, actually.
Yeah, no heal challenge. Good job.
Oh, I could only select one of those? That was maybe not the one that I wanted to select, but that's okay. Let's see. Fill spare weapons for passive buffs. I don't...
Oh yeah, apparently you want to fill all of your
Weapon slots?
empty weapon slots. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you
Once, we'll start trying to explore the lore a little bit more. Once I feel like, I'm not dying. Improved sorceries, taking damage, boosts damage negation. That might be helpful for me. We don't care about sorceries. It very much reminds me of Fortnite. The whole like flying in and then finding the different items with different with there's like common and rare and like legendary. Those might not be the exact names, but Scummage Info did tell me about this tree, and he showed me yesterday this tree that he found that has some cool lore implications, and so I'm hoping that we run into that.
Yeah, I was just having a conversation with Tweet about the formulaic thing and how a lot of companies look at really popular games and then they try to copy elements of their formula and implement them in their own way. So this is a roguelike slash very Fortnite, and it seems to me like it's possible that that's mostly what this is. I'm really hoping not. I'm really hoping that there's like a purpose for this gameplay and all of that, and that there's like a story and that it's really good. But it's so hard to reach for any story elements in the network test. And so I think Banoon is absolutely right. I think they may actually be trying to prevent spoiling story by not exposing players to it thus far. Because it does seem very lore sterile. Even the map looks very lore sterile. And I remember hearing about the game and they said that there would be like automatic generated maps that it would shift through constantly. But everyone who's played so far has said that it's been like the same map.
Dolbiana will explore the map in a second. No, I can't jump. Let's help them defeat this. Yeah, it's a fast-paced game. Like, it's wild. I don't feel like I have a ton of time to, What Vati said was true. Is that it's very fast-paced. Also, I'm not playing currently with people... Get out of here, bat. With other people that I happen to know. And so it's not like we can coordinate, but we will play with some people that we know. I fear that this game is just pure asset flip, and that almost all lore implications are just apophenia. Apophenia? I might be mispronouncing that. Yeah, there's some meta lore things, like the fact that that the sky is rainbow. I have some lore ideas about why that is. The ripples that you see. Oh, why are you laughing?
Because I just showed you a film last night with something similar on purpose.
Oh, I noticed. This is just annihilation.
Yeah, it's the general. Yeah.
Oh my god. Please don't. Please, I have so many souls. In fact, I need to just survive, and then I need to level up because we've got 100,000 souls.
But yeah, Vito, that's the vibe I'm getting as well. And that's why I sort of think that there's a possibility that the network test is purposefully lore sterile. Kind of like they did with the network test for the vanilla base game. They sort of did the same thing.
Oh, restore FP. So you can restore FP at these tree stumps, which have... Somebody pointed out that these tree stumps are similar to this tree stump near like the Mogwin Dynasty Palace, where it's got like, it's dead, but then you kind of maybe have like the top of the tree growing out. This is like a marker.
It looks a bit like a grafted scion. Not like the mob, but like a tree graft.
Am I blind? Where is this Grace?
I don't see it. Is that it? Wait, turn around. Oh, never mind. Every now and then, do like a sweeping circle with your camera.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
see
die
that?
if
Right there,
that was
it's
the
right there.
Grace. Yeah, but I can't stay in it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's alright. We're gonna find another Grace. And then that's #1 priority right now.
No, I think what's happening is like the iteration of the game we're getting right now is like a scrambled copy paste where there's a lot of things that it's just for us to be able to play something that resembles the game that they're going to release, but it's not actually the release ready iteration of the game. So when they actually release it, there's going to be like different mobs. Some of like the asset placement is going to make a little bit more sense. This is what I'm hoping. This is a possibility that this is all conjecture, but that's just kind of what I'm thinking slash hoping is happening, because to me it just doesn't make, there's no other solid explanation that I feel is satisfactory, except that what we're seeing is just like network test sterilization of the lore.
Yeah, Delviano, an Elden Ring successor in Fortnite. That's pretty much what we've got. I do think that one of the significant lore things is shit. Well, sometimes you get snuck up on by a hippo. Alright. Oh, my friends are dying. But we're finally...
Not a bear with your friend's voice coming out of it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, they defeated him just as I got here.
Oh, Morgoth.
Morgoth, indeed. Okay. It's pretty easy to level, like... Or, like, we're already at level 9. Mind you, I haven't done a ton of fighting, necessarily, but I feel much more useful.
Another thing that makes me feel like they're trying really hard to avoid lore is they called the boss they just defeated Fell Omen. Not the Fell Omen, not Morgoth, not Margit. They're very clearly trying to avoid giving us lore implications that we can like just head explode about. And look at the distance, so those like human figures walking.
Yeah, those are the giant colossi, and I'm trying to have us get a look at them, but got a boss first. Oh god. Oh, I'm about to die. Yeah, look at how cool they are. They're enormous. Death Ritual Spirit. HP restoration upon successive attacks. Yes. Oh, and okay, it looks like our charges... What's underneath? Like, we have some sort of status effect? I do need to get some other weapons, though, so that I can use those passive slots. Okay, right, we said that we'd look at the... We'll find our friends in a minute, but check out these shadow colossi. They're enormous. They look super weird. They're like walking toward... Oh, they're actually alive, it seems. You can see them walking. That's pretty cool. You can still see the moon. There's no fall damage in the game. Oh, alright, we found a merchant. Let's see. Improve guard counters, charge incantation, improve critical hits. I'm about to die. No, why won't you let me buy things? Rain is bad for the economy.
There are those colossal beings, which makes you wonder if those are the same colossal beings.
Yeah, I asked Scum the same thing. If he thought that they were, the skulls were like the same size.
What did he say?
Aha! This tree. This tree. This is the most interesting lore thing that I have seen in the game yet. So we'll try.
And what is that at the center? Is that
it's a divine tower. So yeah, right. And you can see this pillar of light. We'll actually go down there and look at it a little bit more once we get this item.
And does that tree look silver to you?
Does the tree look silver? It looks white, which is honestly more interesting. So
silver, white, like same thing.
Sorry, yeah, my brain is there's a lot happening. All right, I'm glad that we finally found this tree though. So,
oh, there's debris falling from it.
Is there? Oh.
Yeah, there's like snow.
Interesting.
Which is funny because that's like the crystal trees in Annihilation.
Yeah. You'll notice that it has like there are like hands twisting around it here, as you can see, like right just next to my sword. Please, game, I'm trying to do lore and you're making that not easy.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
Oh god, this is gonna be... Oh shit.
Struchel? Is that how you say Struchel? I can't say your last name, sorry.
I still have not figured out how to heal. Oh, it's square, it's not, I was like, I don't think that it's true. Holy shit! Oh man, Wilder. I think we needed to probably work together a little bit better with this one. Yeah, hard game. Well, while I'm dying... thank you, Elder.
I'm being so good. I'm letting you talk.
You can talk. In fact, then people will have something to listen to besides me having to actually concentrate because this guy is... I have no health left.
Are you underneath the white tree right now?
Oh, are we? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are
yeah.
basically in the middle of the white tree.
Because there's like a veil of roots and whatnot.
Okay, we did it, team. We did it, team.
This was your boss of day one. Day one complete. The night has been repulsed.
Travel into Spirit Shelter. Oh, this is kind of cool. So one of the things I think that we'll get... So this... We're underneath the white tree, and there's also a divine tower above us. Right? And this kind of looks... Yeah, right? Like, what is that? That looks the color putrescence. I think that they went into the Spirit Shelter. I think that this might be where we fight the big boss. And I think that we kind of got to go in. But I really want to run out and take a better look at this tree. For the sake of lore... for the sake of friendship... This tree looks like the spiral tree seal. Is the biggest point here. And because there's a divine tower in the middle of it... That probably means something. Oh, and look, we have ourselves... This is the inside of a divine tower. Or like a pseudo inside of a divine tower. There's the writing.
Absolutely root laden.
Yeah.
And the tree has been... As the tree has just been bleached, everything just looks bleached.
It does seem like the tree has grown into it. So they called it a spirit shelter. Okay, what?
Oh, that
They want me to...
so like, listen, bitch, focus.
I know. I know. Alright, here's our first look. Here we go. There you go.
Holy shit.
So the white... We're basically at the top of the divine tower. So this is at the top of a divine tower in which this white tree that looks like the spiral tree seal. And the branches that are wrapping around it look like hands. And one of the other things is that the secret right scroll says that it's written on white tree bark. And this might have something to do with the fact that, like, we're seeing a white tree here, because we haven't seen a white tree anywhere else in the game.
Dinosaur feet.
And I think that the sort of the symbol in the sky I think it looks like a Black Knight, personally. All right, so here's a look at these banners. Gladius, Beast of Night. His name isn't Tricephalus? I feel so lied to.
Gladius, Beast of Night. I mean, Tricephaly would be what he's got. Tricephaly.
Ow.
Wait, is that a veil? Like, you know how Marika's got veils over the Shadow Realm? Is that like a red veil over this? Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
That's a veil.
This is a beautiful, beautiful arena. I really like this.
Don't leave your friends. They're gonna get so mad. They're gonna be like, this beach.
I'm trying not to. Okay. I think that these wolf heads... Oh god, we can throw them away.
Oh, wow.
So I think that their heads, they look like dragons. Like the dragon heads a little bit, the way the shape of their heads, like the fact that it almost looks like they have horns coming off.
There is a Japanese fox that looks very much like these.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I'm trying to remember what it's called. I'm certain someone in your audience knows what I'm talking about. There is a Japanese fox demon that looks exactly like these guys here. And I wonder if these are foxes and not wolves.
Oh, you're talking about, was it Kitsune? No.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you. It's, the name, they use it in Naruto.
Yeah, Kitsune. It's a type of yokai.
Ow.
Yes, Cosmo. It's a yokai.
Oh, I really liked it when the dog was one dog.
They can bewitch people and shapeshift. And they are faithful guardians of... It doesn't say what they guard.
Need to get some stamina to restore. Alright guys, we did it. First boss of the game. Gladius, Beast of the Night.
Congratulations! What did you get?
We haven't gotten anything yet. Holy attack, faith +1, holy attack power, arcane +1. Attacks inflict scarlet rot +1. Grand luminous scene, vigor +3. Critical hits earn runes. Defeating enemies restores HP for allies, but not for self. Merc, traces of lost grace used for bartering in the round table hold. That's interesting. That is actually really interesting. That is a cool lore item. It looks a little bit, you know what it looks like? It looks like the Merc item icon text looks like the dark eyes from Dark Souls 3.
Do you know what else it looks? It looks like the gloam eye or the dead eye quivers. What's that called?
Yeah, yeah. The beast eye?
The beast eye. Yeah, it really looks like that.
Wait, this concludes the play range of the network test version of the game. We humbly implore you to return one day for the full experience.
Okay, do it again as Duchess. She's my favorite.
That seemed like it went really fast. That was only like we've been playing for less than an hour.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to go very fast. When they were first talking about like that this was going to be released, they were saying that the purpose is that it's supposed to be very fast paced, and it's supposed to be gameplay that like your session ends in like 45 minutes or something like that.
Huh. Miyazaki's new fetish, bird feet.
Banoon, she's like, I mean, there will be more, batch.
I thought that it would, I thought that it would take like 3 hours to like get, I thought it'd take I thought it would take more time to get to that final boss. But it also seems like the people that we were just playing with like really knew what they were doing. I bet that they probably played the last 2 network tests, or well, no, they've only played the one. Because none of us could get in the first network test on PlayStation. So let's just do this bartering thing. Perform relic rites. Holy attack power up. Okay, so we can put these relics in different slots, it looks like. Grand Luminous Scene. So people have different relic spots. I'm trying to get a look at what this relic... So, probably in terms of lore, just to take a step back and to think about, because while I don't think there's going to be any new architectural lore, because it's all reused assets, right? I don't think that it's going to be... I think we're going to get some new, like, symbols. We got, like, the tree, we got the colossi. We got this... we got stuff like this. Like, there's some new mechanisms, and some new, like, visual imagery that I think is going to be able to tell us some things. Like, that Divine Tower tree is definitely by far, the best, like, the most relevant lore, that we found thus far. So, I would like to get people who maybe are almost like a little, not less good, but we can move maybe a little bit slower, and we can try to explore that that tree and get a better shot. Yeah, because
I think what you mean is you want people who are less sweaty and more lore driven, who will delay with you. So
I want people who will
get good shots.
I just slightly. I wanted to get a good look at that tree. So we can do Duchess.
I'm certain that like Jack and Kite will help you with that, and maybe Banoon and Scum, anybody that you could get who's a lore person will help you with that. Yay, Duchess!
Yes, I will play as Duchess. Hopefully we don't get a team of like 3 Duchesses, because I saw a lot of people yesterday had like 2 Duchesses on their team. You want a balanced team. So barter this merc. It said used for bartering at the round table hold, but it's not where we... It's not this relic rites. This, I think, is just sparring. Banoom, would you happen to know where the bartering takes place? Or anybody else in chat? This bartering with this merc. Maybe under here? As I'm just... The Pepe Sylvia bulletin boards, by the way. Like, somebody was doing research. This could be... This version of the... I feel the most at home in this version of the Round Table Hold with these Pepe Sylvia bulletin boards with, like, lore pasted on there. Somebody's been collecting a bunch of these stone slabs and monuments. This is me, but I have Google Docs instead. No. Oh, maybe just at the Grace? No. Oh, we can sell them, it looks like. You have these equipped. Oh, the chest.
Oh, wait, go back? Yeah. Oh, okay, never mind.
It had a picture.
And you're scrolling through different characters, so you're attaching those to different characters. So I get it now. I see.
It looks like maybe we're supposed to be able to barter here. Oh, I could probably found it in...
Is it something that's not, like, there yet?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Sorry, I'm kind of just... Let's see. To invoke the power of a relic in your possession, conduct a relic rite. The supporting effect of the invoked relic activates upon leaving for an expedition. Relics are permanent additions to your inventory. However, relics must be placed on the matching colors of a vessel. Acquired relics can also be sold. You did say that, so let's see. Oh, I don't have any of the matching colors for the relics. Alright, shall we commence our next expedition?
Yeah, here. Steady on, say I.
Hello, eel. Oxford Dictionary on Google gives gloomy as a synonym for murky. There you go. Gloomy, glomide. So we got, yeah, murk, the white tree. We'll see. We'll also see, there are, like, these crevices. One of the things that I've noticed that seems to be a pattern is we have these, like, rifts. And if you look, like, we have, oh, it shows you what your team members are selecting. Nice, okay. So that way you don't all have to play as the same character. Or we'll get two wilders, never mind. We'll be wilding out. We'll look at the rifts that we've got. In the base game, there's, on the Black Knife, there seems to be a relationship of rifts to death, or at least to the Black Knife effects. You can see on the Black Knife item itself, there's a rift going through the middle. The Rune of Death itself also has, like, a black vertical rift. Like, even at the front of the Erd tree, it's not exactly a black rift, but, like, there's this big black... It it's not exactly black, but it kind of looks the same way, like a big black rift. And we know that somebody broke into the Erd tree at one point. And so I think that similarity might mean that I personally think it could indicate that someone like stabbed the Erd tree with something akin to like a black knife or another blade that's been imbued with death. And we know that in the front of the the Elden Beast, that like it's been stabbed or it has some sort of scar. I've always liked to like connect those two things together.
I
If that
thought
makes
that
sense.
scar was because Marika is pierced through her abdomen, like roughly in the same area, with like
Oh,
a
yeah.
spear. That's what I thought.
Oh god. I have no stamina.
Fighting looks much easier with Duchess. It looks like you can keep them mostly like stun locked.
This is something that we haven't seen in the base. Did we see this in the base game? This is an actual fire prelate's helm. That's
Yes, they are at every camp that you see for the fire people that are like for example in Liurnia at the fire camps, they have those braziers.
there we go.
Oh yeah, the rift shield. Yeah.
The rift shield, the Everjails also have like the rift in the floor. Or it looks like a rift. So the rift could be like another dimension. Alright, so Duchess it's very important to have enough stamina to actually be able to do things.
Well, when we're talking about Marika sealing things away, it does seem like it nearly always has something to do with death. But I think it also has to do with things that she feels like should be excluded from a new world that she's trying to make. Oh, hi, Scum. Look who's joined us. It's Scam, darling. Scam. Scum has made it to the chat.
Hello, Scum. I'm surprised. Are you not playing? Stab Marika with the Spear of Destined Death. I like it. Also focus on imagery of the Spear of Destiny and Christianity. Yeah.
Yeah, agree.
Agree.
Agree with both of you.
I need a Sight of Christ. Were they fighting this fire?
I mean, agree with Diana and Banoon is what I meant, both of you. So I meant, okay, bye.
Am I blind? Where's this fire pellet? Over down here. Am I blind?
Shouldn't you just go to your friends? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my friends.
Oh, they went down. There's like a hole in the ground. Oh, there's a delay, so it'd be hard to give you directions.
No,
but there's a inside that chapel somewhere. There is a hole in the ground, and that's where they went. It's somewhere behind you that you haven't walked around much. Like inside the chapel, yeah.
I feel extraordinarily dumb.
Yeah, that does seem to be like a problem with this? Like, how do you keep everybody coordinated and together? Okay, if you turn around, like I said, there's a delay. It's going to be so hard for me to give you direction. But there's a place behind you inside the chapel that you have not walked around.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm sorry to everybody for me being unable to find this hole.
It's okay. I mean, this could be a different chapel and there's no hole, so I could be wrong.
No, they're somewhere. Well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't care.
So something that I've been considering, this is Cosmo by the way, something I've been considering is how astronomers in the Elden Ring universe might know about other worlds, parentheses, other from soft properties, question mark, parentheses, considering how we learned that other solar systems exist. Well, when you so one way that we know in modern cosmology that other solar systems exist is by looking at other stars. When you see a star twinkle, a lot of the time it's because there's an obstruction between us and like our reception of that star's light, and so it indicates that there's a celestial body that at some point eclipses that light. So I think that that's been known in cosmology for a really long time. Maybe perhaps. So it might have something to do with that. And they do have telescopes, or like telescopic capabilities. We know from the Carians and from the base game. So there's a plausibility that they have been able to like peer across the cosmos to some extent in order to discern that other stars, our star systems, have orbiting planets. Okay, I'll stop.
Well, thank you, Kate. All right, we have to get out of here, you get team. We got this. We got this rain coming.
Lol, you're like, thank you, Kate. Also, did you notice that Scum said hello, hello, and then you said, I thought, you're not playing? And then he disappeared. I think Scum is playing.
Okay.
I think he just popped in to say hello, even though
Oh, that's nice.
he loves you so much.
And I love him.
We all do.
It's such a tragedy that we could not play together. Oh, interestingly, when we took this power, these branches like lost their fruit or something. I'll try to grab a shot of it next time.
Oh, I did see that. I saw that you looted them.
Yeah. I really need a grace so I can level up, because we are in danger of being very weak.
I think you've left your friends again. You really should try to stick with your friends.
Yes, I know. But I need a grace very badly, and there's one over on that side. And I think that this might be where the hippo was from before. So look, that's one of the rifts that I'm talking about. You can see it the best over there. There we go. Now we are in a better position to not die. I do like Duchess's weapon.
I do too. It's like a short sword slash dagger hybrid. It's really cool.
Here, I found my friends.
They're across the
Yeah,
chasm from you.
they are indeed.
Oh, there's a bridge there. No, don't go that way. Go that, yeah.
What
there
is
you go.
this? This is a guardian? He's like red?
Okay. Time Cake says to go back to the spear piece.
Hi, Time Cake.
I thought it looked a little like the Amber Starlight Shard. At least if it was more corporeal. Then Time Cake says there is a thematic connection between fate and death, so maybe that and having it be a piece of destined death aren't mutually exclusive. Yeah.
Alright, team, we gotta keep moving.
Yes, Cosmo. Cosmo, that makes a lot of sense. The light pollution blocking me strong as me. But also just the canopy of the bloody Erd trees. Can you collect those butterflies?
No. Oh, look at
Looks
the
like
stars!
Wilder just did. Yeah, Wilder collected them.
He might have gotten them. I don't know if I can.
How? Did you notice the stars are rainbow colors?
Yes, I did.
You know what I think about that.
Alright, so look, this is the... Look, check out this rift. So it's called a spirit stream. Oh, I think we gotta go help our friends.
Yeah, don't get lost again. But you know what though? Don't worry too much about it. I know that your inclination because of your audience and everything is to do this, but that the other people trying the test are gonna get so annoyed with your streamers. So I think what we should do is like do our best to glean lore while you're doing a playthrough, and then when things actually release, lore streamers and lore choosers can get together and do their lore stuff, because I really do think I feel very strongly that they purposely will have excluded certain lore things from this
Yeah, or like
version of the game.
That is quite possible. Or they'll change the text. Alright. It is fun to be able to play an Elden Ring game, like, with other people. Like, that's built into the game, baked into it. Instead of just doing seamless.
Speaking of doing seamless. Walk over to Fox's hand. Maybe tonight. So you have to come.
I think I can do that. Alright, here we go. This is one of the trees that you can use to fly. So it looks... What do we think? You know what it looks like?
Beautiful. It looks like a bonsai tree.
It does look like a bonsai tree. But I think it also has the shape of, like, the crescent halberd.
Oh, you know what else it looks like? It looks like the tree on the helm of the tree sentinels.
I think you're right about the bonsai tree aspect, though.
Toby says, but isn't the mountaintops of the giants higher up than the tree? No. The canopy of the tree is still higher than the highest peak of the mountaintops of the giants. It looks like the ancestral spirit. That spirit could also fly by producing little flames. And Toby's right about the second part.
Alright, so...
It does look ancestral spirit. Magic you.
Alright, so we got 1, 2... I know that there's things attacking me, but I want to count the number of things in the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now we gotta... I'm so quickly about to die. So I'm invisible. Nice job, team. Oh, and I can attack while invisible. That's nice.
Oh, look out behind you.
Oh god, no.
Toby asks, do we know the origin of the flames? Because the bosses appear as glue for lack of better term in the sky, and there are multiple functions of flame. So two things here. No, I don't think we know the origin of the flames. If by the flames you mean like the flame wheel that goes in it. But a lot of heavy speculation on putrescence.
Yeah, putrescence does seem to be an important... Oh my god, you guys. Duchess is pretty good at, like, raising her allies, it appears. She can go very quickly. Where the hell did that dude come from and then disappear? Oh, it's the demi-human swordmaster.
Yeah, he's a rotting little bit.
I'm turning myself invisible.
No worries, Toby. I was literally just like reading your comments and then
You're the person not playing while the music is playing. I can fix that. Let me know if the music is too quiet. Yeah, there's going to be many more bosses that are going to be out. I believe there's 8 Night Lords, so each of the bosses at the end of the game, at the end, are considered to be a Night Lord.
yeah, my understanding of it is it's going to cycle through 8 different maps and 8 different bosses associated with those maps. And I think there's supposed to be like 3 or 4 more classes that aren't in the network test.
Defeat. Tragic. Tragic. Yeah, Merc. Traces of Lost Grace. Traces of Lost Grace. So it's telling us that this is also grace. And the rune objects are also, they're called grace in their descriptions. So we are now seeing that there is a different colored grace. It's not just all gold. Am I correct in my assessment, Kate?
Maybe Lost Grace also could suggest like the absence of where like residual So, like, for example, it's blue, and we know when Selen teaches us about like grace and residual grace and the essence of life is golden grace, and then she tells us residual life is the glintstones and that sorcery. This looks putrescent blue, and it does say traces of lost grace, so that sounds residual to me, does it not? So maybe, but it definitely looks like an iris slash like a big giant rune. So
Yeah.
it's hard to determine. They use language in this way.
Could be, let's see, the Grace of Gold and the Grace of Night. Love it. Agree. Could be that Grace is just the Force. I believe this. And that is going to be what not the next video, but the video after that is going to talk about.
That was my inclination as well. Time Cake says, when I hear Lost Grace, I think the quote unquote empty space left behind by grace withdrawn, a la Godfrey and the Tarnished with no grace.
I
That's
like
what
that
I
a
think of
lot.
as well. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Which is why I'm saying like traces of lost grace. It seems kind of residual. So I don't know. It's definitely associated with grace, but like, is it the void where grace once was? Is it tarnished grace? Is it? Yeah. There's so many questions.
Did you see that there's tree branches growing through the round table hold here?
Yes, but if you look carefully, you'll see that the round table holds ceiling and roof is fallen away, so it's just completely in ruin.
It is indeed. Oh. Oh, okay. So we literally, when we die and all of us die, it sends us back here, and so that is quite temporary. They said... Did they say that this world was randomly generated? Or that the maps are gonna be randomly generated?
I thought that's what they said, but then people started saying, and this could be speculative, but then I started hearing people saying that there were 8 different bosses and 8 different maps, and those bosses will be associated with those maps that will be randomly selected when you join a campaign.
It does say procedurally generated.
Yeah.
Yeah, procedurally generated maps guaranteed. No two playthroughs are the same. Because it seems like... Before it's... What do I want to do right now? Should I keep playing as Duchess, or should we switch?
It's entirely up to you.
May the grace be with you. Surrounds us, it penetrates us, it binds the universe together.
Yes, the Duchess's drip is fire, for sure. She is serving all kind of like regalness. She's
Yes, I can see.
bread.
She's literally you. Except you like to do mage stuff more. And yeah, and I talked about this, but she's also like blinded. Speaking of the Force, the Duchess is using the Force, and that's how she can get away with being blind. Or yeah, because I don't think her mask has eye holes or see through. You can kind of see her eye. Okay. Matchmaking complete. So procedurally generated maps, but it seems like the middle of the map is gonna be what you're like converging to is that tree. And so I'm wondering what that means from like a metaphysics perspective. With a divine tower at the center. This may, you know what? This is the first time, if we take the divine towers, this is the first time we've seen like the divine tower be functionally used for something.
Maybe it's a multiversal thing. Maybe the reason why no two playthroughs are the same is because what we're doing right now is a multiverse thing where there's infinite number of parallel universes, and every playthrough is a different iteration or a different universe. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like the idea because we see in the sky here that we have this iridescence, and it looks like what you see, the waviness, the wavy rainbowness that you see in like soap bubbles or in like an oil or whatever. And so I talked about this yesterday. I think that it could be a bubble universe. And that each time we start a new...
I'm also thinking, and this is super speculative, and this is way out there, so like judge me and whatnot, and some people in the lore community will hate me for saying this, but so we know that George was heavily influenced by lots of things, but one of those many things was Lord of the Rings, and so too was Miyazaki, with them both being influenced by that, and there being the twin trees in Valinor. The twin trees, one of them was gold and one of them was silver. This tree looks really silvery, and it's around a divine tower. And when we see the twisted shadow tree, Kite Tales has a wonderful video where she talks about the tree looking as though it was previously burned. And there's plenty of precedent, story-wise, that suggests that multiple burnings of the Erd Tree / the Shadow Tree may have occurred in the past. What if the Shadow Tree is this tree, and the burning of the Shadow Tree and the destruction of the world where the Shadow Realm was separated from the regular world is what's happening, and that's why the world looks so disjointed and multiversal, and why there's still a silver tree, because the burning and veiling of that tree has not yet occurred. Is that a possibility? Is that something people want to think about as a possibility? Because
this is a world where the burning of the tree hasn't happened?
Yes, because it's just something that I'm thinking, because the Erd Tree is nowhere in sight at all.
It is really weird that the Erd Tree...
tree.
Yeah, so we have this silver tree. This thing is going to explode.
There is no Erd Tree. No. There's not even minor Erd trees. Did you notice that?
Yes, we have these trees.
So that means that not only is there no Erd Tree, but there was no Erd Tree that was burned or shattered or anything and had seeds shoot out across the map to slowly grow. So there's there are minor Erd trees, but they are dead.
Yeah, we do see the dead minor Erd tree.
I didn't see it yet.
Well, yeah, we saw it in the distance at one point. I need to find a Grace. Because I'm still...
Can you look at the map and find one?
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Benin. So then there was an Erd tree at some point.
Oh god.
So what it...
Sorry, continue, sorry.
No, it's okay. So I I think so, Alec. I think so. Like I said, it's like speculative and I'm reaching like crazy because I'm trying to make sense of stuff and why is there a big silver tree? And then why would we not know anything about it? And does that big silver tree it really look like two trees twisting around each other, twisting around the divine tower? Maybe because it's like a multiverse thing, and
it
yeah,
has to
it's
be
really
something with the
hard
multiverse, yeah.
it's really hard to speculate on answers like that because you just don't have the evidence to do anything more than speculate wildly.
What is... What? Check this out. Have we ever seen this in the game before? Like, what is this? Just...
It looks like a portal from heaven.
This is the Empyrean. The Empyrean. Mirror? It might be part of the puzzle, because I know that when we,
Did your friends leave you behind?
They did, but I left them behind also.
I feel like I'm micromanaging you. I need to be quiet.
No, you're great. Maybe this is... I mean, like, I see that glowing thing, and then I see this crest with the white disc up above, and I take some inspiration from that. Oh, we got some very pretty flowers. We'll go find our friends in a second.
Yeah, Banoon. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so worried that people that actually want to experience the network test or that are doing like gameplay streams and stuff like that, they're gonna be grouped up with lore streamers and lore tubers, and they're gonna be so irritated and like thinking that we're awful people because we ruin their playthroughs and stuff because we just want to explore.
Yeah, we'll definitely, we'll put a group together. Kite said, she'd be around tomorrow, I think. And so if we can get, maybe we can also get Jack, and then we can actually just sort of, like, do lore and run around and try to find some cool stuff without having to focus as much on the gameplay. Because I do feel bad for our teammates. But one thing I don't like, and because it's all procedurally generated, like, I could not find my teammates earlier, and I find it a little difficult to find them now. I know that, like, they're on the map. But, like, it's nice because there's no fall damage, and so that makes it easy to, like, traverse these crevasses and all. But, like, why are we still fighting this flame chariot? We can, like, move on. This is not a good enemy to fight.
Apparently you can double jump, like, along the side, like, flank it, and double jump up it, and stab it in the head, and, like, one-shot it.
Oh, well, now I wish that we could have done that. Okay, so here's actually a pretty decent shot of the sky. which does have these like
There's a moon.
ulcerations.
There's a moon, and there's like a distinct line where the moon is behind the sky up higher. Look up higher.
Yeah.
And so the moon is behind that sky, but it's not. There's like a cloud of. Is that putrescence? I don't know what it is.
That's another, figuring out what the sky is and why it has these ulcerations is a major, that's a major thing on my to-do list. Given that the rain looks like ghost flame, the Helfen steeple description might be relevant to both the white tree and the murk. I like it. Lamplight is similar to Grace in appearance.
Great sword patterned after black steeple of the Helfen, the lampwood which guides the dead of the spirit world.
What the hell?
And you didn't take any damage. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. The night hordes multiply. Like a gaping wound.
Wow.
I also think that Duchess is definitely not my character. I feel not super intuitive.
That's nuttos, that thing in the middle. And also, isn't that the color of sleep? It's like this deep blue purple.
Yeah,
It's velvety purple.
that's cool.
Are they just doing this? Like, I don't know, guys. I'm overwhelmed.
Well, that's some cool. That was cool. Finding that. Possibly relevant to lore.
Eno says something really interesting. I'm not sure how exactly to thread these together, but thinking about the tree being silver and how we're fighting the Night Lord or Lord of Night, quote unquote, I wonder if the tree is another form of mimicry, especially also if these worlds we spawn into are temporary or bubble universes. It makes
Oh my
me
God, there's. Sorry,
of
sorry,
the false
finish.
night sky. Of the false night sky, and it reminds me of silver tears. I mean the knots in general. Yeah, it does. It's
So
giving
each universe is like a new drop of, or like is yeah, they're mimics. I like that a lot. I think that's really cool.
yeah.
The bubbles are the mimics. Maybe that's a dark moon made of Mohg's putrescent curse blood.
Alec, that's how I'm feeling right now. Alec says Miyazaki was really like, you know, them lore hunters trying to make sense of what's going on. Wait till I throw this out there. Yeah, 100%. But I don't think Miyazaki has anything to do with this game.
He's still the president of the company, but they do have like a new
Different writers,
different
producer,
game director,
different
yeah.
director. So Miyazaki doesn't have his hands directly on this game, that's all. So everything that we're seeing here is like literally fanfic.
I need a better weapon.
I'm glad you like that, Annie. I'm here all for you.
Oh God. I need to level up again before. Oh look, so I think that we're like underneath the
I
Shit.
agree with you completely, Alec. I think that's what everyone's wishing for. I was briefly watching Rathtasker, and he was saying exactly that. He was like, this isn't going to mean anything to me until it means something to me. And they have to give me something, or it's not going to mean anything to me. And I'm like, yeah, it's basically Fortnite until they give us something to chew on. So, it's just a reskinned Fortnite.
Centipede demon. Wait, what the fuck?
Ew, it's ugly.
Isn't this from Dark Souls? Like, am I forgetting where in this game do we find one of these things?
Is that Dark Souls 2?
The promises in the sky look like one of the busts. Oh. Oh my god. This sounds like a Dark Souls.
Fiona said something interesting. She said, Elden Beast was able to burn away the firmament. Maybe whichever star is the Night Lord and God's host is trying to / failing to create a good bubble universe which contains the proc gen mechanic, procedural generations mechanic. Okay. Maybe, and this actually goes with a theory that I have told Nameless about. Do you remember I was telling you about the thing in the back of the chat? It's like you know how Elden Beast is like running a supercluster, and that if you follow the Great Attractor and the gravitational current, it leads into another star system called the Perseus Pisces supercluster. With the Perseus Pisces supercluster being portrayed as silver starlight, being the antithesis to the golden starlight, also being portrayed in the Nox like realm. So then I was thinking, oh my god, what if that's what this is? And it's also anywhere that you see like the eternal type architecture, there was that symbol. Even under Nicholas statues in Ordine and the Turk. So I'm thinking that Fiona might go really, really well with the theory that I have yet to. I mean, it's in one of my streams, but you have to really dig for it. But anyway, yeah, I like that a lot, Fiona.
I need a better weapon so badly.
Why do you think you need a better weapon so badly? That was way better than a stupid poker that you had. Look how much damage you do. Its health actually goes down. It's way better than your previous weapons. You have a strength build bias.
I do.
Unga Bunga. Did any of you have Nameless tagged as Unga Bunga? Because I had her tagged as like an astrologer. I was certain that she would be like out here casting spells, but she's not. She's Unga Bunga.
No, I wear Radahn's set, and I have the Grafted Greatsword, typically. And I just like to hit things. I just want to hit things with a sword.
I thought about something like that as well, but I did notice that if you defeat Nicola and then you go back to Centrina, you will find Centrina lying on the floor like dead, and she like is dead. So I think that she's somehow intrinsically connected to him regardless. So I do think that she probably did become a god when he became a god. But at the same time, Marika says to Radigan, you are not yet me, you are not yet a god, but they are the same person. So maybe Centrina has to ascend to godhood in her own right because she was not actually there for the divine ritual that Miquella underwent in order to become a god. And in fact, she was part of the reason why he detached from her because she had doubt, vacillation, and other things that you can't have during these divine processes, which is stated explicitly on the worm mask in the that you get from the potentates from Bonnie Village. So I think that's why he abandoned her to begin with, regardless of the nefarious accusations. I really do believe that he could not ascend with her doubt, vacillation, and other things that she represented to him.
All right, look at these. These shadow colossi are really cool. And what it looks like they're like black sort of substance swirling. They're like actually also like legitimately moving.
And Zuli the Witch did are they above the ocean or are they above ground?
I think that they're above the ocean because when I looked at them earlier, they were above ocean.
Zuli the Witch did a thing where she found like an asset that's a giant black head, and she found that in Japanese lore or Japanese excuse me, what do you call it, folklore, there are these big giant seafaring humans that are like the same thing. I don't know. Reference Zuli the Witch, big giant people that live in the ocean. You'll see what I'm talking about. Also, do you think the recluse is Zuli the Witch?
I thought so.
I think Centrina is ascending to becoming Marika, and Miquella is following the footsteps of Marika's mortal life. But because of the shattering, nothing can ever be as divine as it once was. I don't know if I agree with that closely, but it's, I mean, as valid an idea as any other that's been presented by anyone else. So, are those possible the shadows of Titan skulls we see in Caled? That is something that we were saying earlier. Yeah, it is possible. How dare you kill these beautiful little flowers?
Well, it's trying to kill me, to be fair.
Nothing is sacred to you, is it, nameless? I would try to kill you too if you came running at me with a giant shield and a little dagger. Looking snatched.
I strike lightning now when I dodge. We have spent like all game just like up in the top part of this map. I would like to ditch my teammates.
Oh look, raspberry jam. Time Cake says, this probably doesn't mean anything, but the boss icon is located in the same place as Roundtable Hold icon in the main game. Are there locations in similar relation to the base world, quote unquote?
The circle around the icons also looks the same. For the boss icon on the round table, the circle around the icons. Oh.
Yeah.
The circle around the icons in the bottom? Or the circle around the icons and round table hold.
I think hit your map. The circle around the boss icon. Wait. Yeah, do you see that? That circle. That doesn't look the same to me. That looks really unique. But I mean, it does look like it's from like the same ilk or whatever. So I don't know if I know what you mean actually.
Oh, got it. Oh, I'm bleeding.
Fight the blob. You're gonna bleed more.
Yeah, we'll try to. Alright, let me just heal. Tricephalus.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
What's who doing?
AFK in the fucking corner against that pile of bricks.
Hey, let's not be upset for people being AFK
No,
or.
no, judge him now. That's ridiculous behavior. How dare you? He's not looking for law.
He could be.
That's true.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool attack. Oh no. Oh god, oh god,
Yes,
oh god.
Ina. I fully agree with you right there.
Oh god, oh god. Oh god.
Ina says the idea of St. Trina ascending to godhood is kind of enticing. My only hesitation with that is how one of her main voice lines, and I venture to say also like her main, it's like her morality, is that she talks about how godhood would be a prison, unless maybe she's speaking from experience. LOL. Toby, I think the reason why she's saying godhood would be prison is because of the way that it's made clear that godhood was a prison for Marika. Like, she was a puppet. She wasn't actually the all-powerful being. There was a being above her. At least that's what some people understand it to be. But then we find out that actually the fingers weren't in touch with the greater will. So then who was the greater will that, you know, everything's being attributed to? Was that Marika? So that it's still highly in question.
Wait, where'd my friend go? Oh, they're over there. Jokey, no lore in the game or what? Missed the start of the stream. We found a couple of things. The sky. There's the shadow colossi, which could have lore implications. There's like a spiral twisted tree, or a white tree, that that is that's around a divine tower. That's probably the most. It's like how you get to the boss. It's how you get to like the final boss area. I think that that's probably like the biggest implication of things that we've the thing with the biggest implication that we found thus far.
I don't know. I think we're getting into really highly speculative stuff. But when we were talking about Jokey's question, I think the reason why the chat has gone so highly speculative is because really at this point, aside from like certain obvious observations, we're not really able to connect anything. It's all like wild speculation at this point.
It is definitely speculation. I think the best. I think we'll be able to get the metaphysics, or some implication, understanding of metaphysics.
Is that tree trunk ahead of you? Is that a dead tree?
That is what I would like to find out.
And what's that ahead to the left? Is that a mountain range?
Ahead to the left. Well, that's a shadow. What? Oh.
In the background, like in the way far background. Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, so this is pretty cool. So there's whatever that thing is, and it's way off in the distance.
Oh, those are the giant. Those are the colossi. Those are the titans.
Like, there's like this white tree thing though.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, like, what's that thing off to the side? It was.
Oh yeah, the Titan.
Titan. But yeah, that tree stump. That's what I was talking about. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I thought we'd be able to get to it, like but it just then it wasn't getting closer or getting any bigger, and they're discovering a lot of graces all of a sudden. Maybe the
Toby
colossi
asks-
are walking to the tree.
Toby asks, can I spoil a little bit about the runs?
Spoil, oh, like what happens in the at the end. We've already played through it once, or we already beat earlier today. We beat in the first hour of the stream. We got to the boss and beat the boss, and so this is like the second expedition. So if you mean by spoiling about the runs, like these runs, we've at least played it through. So, and I also don't care about spoilers right now. In fact, the more spoilers, the better, personally, at least for me, because that's the more lore that we can get. The more information at this point, the better.
Did Guardian just fall to his death? No.
No.
I like how there's all these wood frames around everything, which gives the impression that everything's under construction.
Yeah, I like that. I like that too. Here we go. This is the white tree. This is the white tree. We're looking at it from the side right now. But you can see how it looks like hands. Sort of. Or like it looks like it's spiraling up with hands, and that's a divine tower.
Is that a bridge along the back?
Yes, it is, because the bridge is what... That's the bridge that leads to the, like, putrescent...
The door?
Door thing, yeah. Also, check out that shadow colossi. It looks like it's got, like, it's in its head. What is that, like, thing that's glowing? It looks
like
purple.
putrescence. Yeah. And then look what's trailing behind them. They have, like, weird smoke coming off of them, trailing behind them. There's so much going on, you guys. I don't know. Where are you seeing the hands, by the way? I'm not seeing hands in the tree.
Like, right there where the tree icon is on my compass, you could kind of see they look like, fingers. Sort of, like if you look at your hand where your knuckles are.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, it looks like the metacarpal.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I see. Metacarpals.
Metacarpal, yeah, metacarpals. That's what they're called. So yeah, and you can kind of see the divine tower. It's hard to see now, but... So this is, I think, the most interesting lore thing thus far. It's a spiral, it's a white tree, and then there's a divine tower. And this is,
And there's a fucking white hole. And the did you look up? The roots spiral to the center.
Oh, I gotta get this grace and level up before we fight this next boss. Omen twins.
Do you see the spiral?
Ha! Okay, this dodge lightning thing is pretty cool.
Is today a holiday? Why is there a parade?
There's a holiday. President's Day is on Monday. Ow.
Oh, they're celebrating Mardi Gras.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck, I ran into that.
And you just ran into there. Hi, Missy Jessie.
Yeah, Duchess is not my character.
You're not paying attention. You would run into swords that are falling down from the sky, no matter what character you are blaming it on, Duchess. How dare you? How could you, darling? How cruel.
I'm sorry. That's absolutely what I was doing.
His eyes should be enchanted purple. All the end of day bosses are. Excuse me, police officer. Do you hear that siren?
I do.
So obnoxious. I'm going to mute. Oh!
Small pouch in possession at start of expedition. That's like what it gives you.
Quasi just said something really, really interesting. Quasi said, "For serious though, this looks like the spiral tree seal. Look it up when you get the chance."
Yes.
Here's a quote. "The majesty of the White Tower, stretching to reach the gods, even inspired a secret faith in the invaders, the people of the Erd Tree." Spiral tree seal. That is really, really cool.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why it's the biggest thing with the biggest lore implication. Because we can actually connect it. And functionally, I think it tells us stuff about the Divine Towers. Because only, you know, otherwise they're just kind of like hanging out there. Okay. Let's see if we can do these.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Did you win or winner chicken dinner yet? We did. We won earlier today, and now we have lost twice. But I'm going back to the character that I actually did the best with, I think. The Divine Towers being covered in trees makes so much sense. Yeah, and so if this is what the nature of the Divine Tower is really supposed to be, yeah, Deanna, I also saw the I noticed the meteor sites as well. Trees are spirit shelters. That would make sense that they were burned when America sealed death. See, so we're getting some lore. It's not as much as the base game. I think somebody had said that earlier. But it is something. And especially about like these rarer things, like anything else about the Divine Towers, because even though we've got a lot of different architectural motifs, and like we know a lot about the Divine Towers, but what exactly they do, like how they were used, we don't have those answers. I don't think we have the best answer, at least right now. The Horn Center tree people. Maybe spiral tree people? Interesting. Yes, I finally have more health. I think Duchess had less health.
You have enough health.
Duchess is amazing. I'm just not an amazing Duchess. How about that? I'm a peasant.
That's right. Oh my god, this parade. Listen, everyone, never live downtown. Okay? Oh, they're stressing out my cats. Poor baby Kadir is so frightened.
I like the shamans as the tree people as well. Like, that's...
I agree. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with the noon. Oh my god. Well, we see bird people armor.
I don't want to fight these flame chariots again, please.
The bird people armor coming from soldiers that guard in the Eileen, but also they were like up in the Rao area. So there's that. But then I don't know, it seems to me like eagle people remind me of like lion people, remind me of dog people, and then there's storm veils, so it just seems crucible adjacent to me.
Oh god, no, don't explode on me. Oh god, Duchess, you're about to die again!
I can't believe she died again. Instantly.
As she was standing up, they exploded.
There are so many good ideas in the comments, but I'm exhausted, you guys. I'm exhausted. Someone said something about Guardian being like live, a Shadowbound beast with Mr. Jesse. Did it happen to you too? The news.
Did you guys find one of those altars with the handless Madonna mini icons? No, we have not yet. Lore implications that anthropomorphic bird people.
I'm exhausted, darling. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna open this whiskey now.
I'm so warm right now. I need to take off the sweater. 1 second.
Imagine day drinking because Nightreign isn't coughing up the law.
And we're back. I realized as I was leaving that there were still those things that were exploding, and I was very afraid that I was going to be dead. Okay. And we're back, and we'll find our friends. Oh, they're right there. Okay, I just want Godslayer's Greatsword. Even though I cannot use it. Otherworld Spur. What was that in the bottom right? Oh my god, I hadn't drank water in hours.
I need to leave this state. Listen to this. Do you hear it?
No, I do not hear it.
Did you hear that big boom?
Fireworks?
I don't know what that is. It sounds like gunfire, but it's random. There's only one at a time. It sounds like it's right up against my house. Ugh, I hate Mardi Gras.
Nice job, Duchess.
Yeah, see, she's cute. Do you hear that? I feel it. Have you used the spice yet?
Whew. All right.
I'm about to go out there and shout at these people.
All right. I don't care. We don't care about these things, actually. Keep exploring. Guardian could be a Shadowbound beast similar to Blythe. I'm catching up on some of the chats now that I have water again.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm distracted by the explosions happening.
Yeah, it's...
Nobody says
let's
beast
see.
humans exist in the current day too, and we see animal head helmets on the horns. I'd say these kinds of humanoids existed in the Farum Azula era of the pre. Very possible. To me, it just seems very crucible. Yes, of course, the twin trees. The twin trees of the sun and moon, and the canopy between them is the nest of the legendary phoenix from the British myth of Alexander's conquest of India, which is what inspired the twin trees of Valinor in Lord of the Rings, which is what I was saying inspired George So yeah, I think we were hinting at the same thing.
Message. I also love that you can get the wraiths to follow you. I think that's a cool mechanic for this game.
No, I've been thinking the same thing from the moment I saw it, Ina. That there has to be some kind of connection between that and between the Guardian and the Stormhawks, which there may not be, because the Guardian really does seem more closely associated with like the golden hawk armor / fighting person in Alien. But I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I think that they're definitely connected to the Stormhawks.
This whiskey's really sweet. This Tullamore Dew. Product placement, everyone.
Oh, we got the circles coming, my dear friends. Oh, what's that? Is that a...
We are not sponsored. Nameless is not sponsored.
I had a dream that someone... Oh no, I didn't jump far enough.
We don't yet know for sure, Jesse, but so far they've been recycling. There's only the tricephaloid wolf named Gladius. Japanese fox demon named Gladius that is new. And then there's some recycled bosses from like other FromSoft games. I want to see the place that has, apparently it's a big field and there's all these like sigils and like, you know, Mikola has a Mikola rune that looks like a cross and stuff. There's something that looks really similar to that. Under what looks like a Godwin colored death sky.
Oh god. Oh god, we don't want to be this low. This is what I hate sometimes when the circle's closing and then you have like, you run into like a wall.
Oh yeah. You're gonna get cooked.
Oh, I'm gonna miss shit. Oh, that was so unfortunate. You can't fly up in the air when I'm trying to fly up in the air, Centipede Demon. Yeah, Duchess is a little... doesn't have as much health. Try to get away. use the Godsayer's Greatsword. I really want to. Do not jump up this time. What? Uh-oh, this is not looking good. Ah! Double teamed me. Thanks, Wilder.
Quasimodo wonders, what are the Guardian's ability names, do you know?
I don't know where it shows you. Let's defeat the Sun-to-be demon. Alright.
Ooga Booga says, I think somewhere in the middle of the base game Elden Ring development, they gave up on trying to make the lore completely make sense. I wish they didn't feel that way. I wish I didn't feel that way. I also respect any who feel differently.
Let's see. I did think that Duchess is a Firekeeper. I thought that she looked like them. Although I don't know if that's just like a design thing or not, but I saw the similarities as well. Shit, I need 30,000. More runes to get level 9 so we can use the Godslayer's Greatsword.
Boop, boop. Quasimodo says, heresy, Ooga Booga. Send him to the catacombs. That's interesting, Ooga Booga. What makes you feel that way, says Ina. Galdwin says, Miyazaki said that there's lore for everything, but some of it is only in his head and it's not explained in-game.
Yeah, and some of the lore can't even be explained, like there's stuff that's outside the game, like in real life, like the inspirations that you have to get. I think that there's a lot of lore that we still have yet to put together that will explain certain puzzles and patterns. I think that they have like a lore Bible, and I think that they use this lore Bible to teach the team members who were developing the game, like the rules of the world, and so. And I think then they gave them like a little bit more freedom to put stuff in that like it technically makes sense, or it's still on theme. So everything, what am I trying to say? Everything like is on theme, even if it's technically, if it technically doesn't have lore, I think is what I'm trying to say. It still fits within the themes, and so you can kind of say that like everything has lore and can be explained, but you might only be able to explain it thematically.
I don't think the Elden Beast is a star or an animal. I think it's like a celestial being. It's like energy, like rune energy. When you defeat it, it says God slain. So I just think it's rune energy, soul energy.
Wait, where is that? I'm like standing on top of a grace. Why am I blind? There it is.
Well, the game files don't say that Elden Beast is a Nebula Dragon. The game files name the Elden Beast Nebula Dragon. So Nebula Dragon might be because somebody was like, lol, what did you call it? Nebula Dragon? That was funny. Let's just put that on the name file. You know, so we have no way of knowing why they called it Nebula Dragon. Star is probably a cultural colloquialism.
I like the idea that it could be the spirit of a dragon. I think that there's like some similarity. Oh, I hate these guys.
I think that's 100% why he did it, you know, because he has said in interviews that that's why he did it. Because he wants you to speculate. He wants you to, like, put the story together yourself and draw your own conclusions. Make the world what you so all these lore people who are like, I'm correct, I'm correct, I'm correct, I'm correct, this person's correct, that person's
Oh my
correct.
god.
I don't think it really works like that, according to Miyazaki himself. I think he likes.
Oh, fuck the blue. There's so much happening.
Leaving it open to interpretation. There is too much happening. You need to run.
Ooga Booga, you are correct that it's much more nuanced. In the Japanese text, like the meaning of shaman, it's got a much like longer history. I think specifically refers to like what would be translated as like shrine maiden? Am I thinking of, is it like Miko is the term for shaman in the Japanese text? Or like how it's translated? I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. Not that. Where did our friends go? Oh, they're up there. Okay, cool. Oh, fuck, I missed that jump. That's alright. We should get to see the tree soon, I think, again.
What is the source of light that's straight ahead of you? Is it the sun?
Whoa! Sorry. Here, so we got some of the meteor spots. The meteor impact sites, I should say.
Could you look up at the sun?
Yeah, let me, defend myself first. I'm not sure if it is a sun.
It's just a bright cloud.
Yeah, right? Oh, well, the cloud that's, closing in is preventing us from seeing, like, what's outside the perimeter of the cloud. Oh, Walder. Oh, there's a way to increase your the charges on your flask at the America statues. I'm remembering now the prior playthroughs. I like that leveling up is quick. You literally just kind of click and go. Should be some stuff in here. Bloodhook claws. Starlight shards. Smithing stone. Alright, look, here's a pretty nice shot. We have our tree again. Pretty nice shot of the tree. So, in here, we have the tree here. How close is the... Okay, that's... We have the tree here, and then off in the distance to the right of me is this like tree, also this tree stump looking thing that we don't know what it is. That's very mysterious to me. But I think that this silver tree is quite beautiful.
It is very beautiful, and I also wonder, is it one tree or two?
Excellent question. It appears to be two. And for those who weren't here earlier, you should definitely look up the spiral tree seal item. Because it looks very much like, what this tree looks like. Especially when you consider the fact that, like, the top of the tree, where the branches start to come out, kind of look very hand-like. Ina, me as well. I'm so enamored with this spiraling ghost tree. I came in right at the end and got that last hit. Sorry guys, I was doing lore. Alright, level 12. Alright, I think that we're at a decent... I wish that we had more flasks, or flask charges, but I didn't find... As I'm pretty sure that you can get them at, like, the places where, at like, the churches where the America statues are. I think that I did that the first time. Like, in the first hour of playthrough. Alright, alright. Fuck. Back up, Wilder. Come on, guys, we're so close. We can do this. We can do this. Duchess. What are you doing, Duchess? Duchess. Well, that is a bummer. That is a bummer. That is tragic. There is a tower in that tree. Ah, rip. we have another, like, I think we have about another 15 minutes left. But, what was it? Yesterday, it went a little bit long. I think, like, for an extra 20 minutes. So... yeah, the bartering... what we were supposed to, like, use this grace for. This merc. Our foolish ambitions have been put to rest. I am very sad that we didn't make it that time. I really wanted to be able to see... I really wanted to be able to see... we had good weapons. We were at a pretty decent level. I thought we had a pretty good chance. I think we need to make sure... if we had, like, 2 more flasks, or we had, like, another flask charge, I think that would help a lot.
Yeah.
Because one more flask charge would have been so very useful. I'll try to find where we can get some of them. I would have loved to show you guys the inside of the Divine Tower, and then we could have looked at that giant, like, whole rift thing or whatever it is in the sky. That does look very much like putrescence. Waiting for the matchmaking. Oh.
So is Birdie Boy your favorite?
He is. He definitely is. But I actually haven't played with, the Recluse yet. But I'm sticking... I would rather live right now than try out the other characters. We'll try... I'm just not a mage person. I never did mages for any... I never did a sorcery build when I played Dark Souls either. Any of the Dark Souls games. I just like to hit stuff. Who else? Who else just likes to hit stuff?
L's in the chat if you just like to hit stuff.
L's, no, W's. W's if you like to hit stuff. Because we're winners. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. W's all around.
Very dude bro energy.
I like to learn, like, the dance. Galdwin, I need my magic. We don't...
Me too, Goldwyn.
Yes, you have support here. I really like to learn... My favorite things about the Soulsborne games is figuring out, like, the dance that you sort of learn to do. Like, the timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like to
like
figure out
that
that
too.
timing. And I get to do that the most when when I'm up close, and, like, learning the timing of the dodges is something that gives me, a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah, I feel like when you're playing a mage and fighting a boss by yourself, you still have to do that. But it just requires
yeah.
different skill sets. But I don't really like to be the int mage. I like to be I like to
I did do, like, I did start experimenting more, like, with magic, and I went the incantation route. I like the gold stuff. This is cool. We haven't been in one of these fortresses yet.
I'm the same way, Godwin. I like to play carefully, and I like to do int faith builds. So I've kind of got a little bit of both going on, and I like to do like buffs and heals, and just a wee bit of DPS sorcery. So, but I also like to co-op, and I know I'm going to be shamed into oblivion, but I can't help it. That's the way I like to play. Go Ish.
I mean, I'm so grateful that you like to play that way, because you literally, you saved me so many times when otherwise I would absolutely just die. Oh god, I'm not doing anything. Oh god, okay, please don't. Twin bird kite shield. Acquired a local clue? What does that mean? Also, here, I was curious as to what this was. Look, there's rainbows in there too. So it kind of looks like the sky.
Level up? What's that?
That's this level up thing. Or this is the pickup item. Demi-humans, queen stuff. Oh, this is kind of cool. They have like an array of all the different staves. I think that's a cool detail. Oh, look, a map! Oh, the local clues are map clues. That makes sense. Yes, I've done a poor job with using my map to navigate thus far. I need to get better with that. I was going to heal too. They might be some. Forgot I have this shield. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. Minimum level 9, so we can't use it yet. Level 6, cool. Increase max HP, that's useful. Oh, yes. This thing. This is weird. Maybe this is like a microcosm of like what this bubble universe would look like. We even got like some stars. Like we have this bubble here, but then it might be that the whole universe itself is also like a bubble. Is the theory.
It's very opaque, so I mean it's quite visible.
Yeah. Oh, right, this. These. I don't want to lose my friends, though. Oh my god, these stupid. Exploding. Wow, Duchess. Gargoyle's Black Blade. Come on, bro. Alright, good. Increased stamina will help us quite a bit. What is that? Oh, Duchess's pen. is nice to be stronger. Alright, up to level 8. Get us some vengeful spirits. Whoa, what is this? We haven't seen this before, I don't think. Oh, I'm about to die.
And that tree's gold.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's a big tree you fight under. Oh, it's lowering itself from the sky? That's interesting. I thought that it was just appearing. Oh, fuck. I really wanted to heal. I loved in the playthrough, one of the playthroughs, I got Bloodhound's Fang right at the beginning. I think that was the one that we made it through to the end. It's just the best sword, and I wish that we had it right now. Oh, we gave it poison. That's gonna help. Alright. So it's 4 minutes past when the test is supposed to end. So hopefully, I would love it if we could make it. If we had like another 20 minutes, we might be able to make it all the way through. Sudden enemy death upon attacks. Attacked enemies die regardless of remaining HP on rare occasions? Interesting. Yeah. Hopefully it just stops people from creating new games and won't kick you out. I think that Scum got kicked out yesterday when I was watching him play. Pumpkinhead. It's funny how in order to make like more bosses that like multiple people can attack, they kind of just grouped like all these enemies together and call them Royal Army Knights. Lightning, Iron Ball. Yes, boost HP, flask restoration. That's exactly what we need. And in fact, like, I think that we should go there. Right, because I'm pretty sure that that's where you can get, this is where you can get the extra, like, recharges, or the charges. Yeah. There we go. So now we have 4. Here is one of the, not the formless, not the woman without the hands, but this is a libation altar. Sort of. Okay.
It looks like a sacred tear altar.
It is indeed. What? There we go. Oh, look, we haven't seen the we haven't run into the sarcophagi yet. Any sarcophagi yet. These are the first one that we found. Doesn't seem like there's anything.
Oh, was that one of the dead minor arteries right there?
It looks like it. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what actually makes it in to like the architecture, maybe what doesn't. I was saying yesterday, like, if there's stuff that doesn't make it in, also, I don't think I'm a halberd player. I think I need a sword. acquired a local clue. Oh, so I guess it kind of told you. Ah, that's it. Alright. We got about 10 extra minutes. But this is what happened yesterday. Our goal tomorrow is... We're back at the title screen. Alright. Our goal tomorrow is to get a group, a party, maybe with Kite Tails, maybe with Jack, who have codes I think are on PS5. And then we'll try to get some better shots. I think we got some okay shots of the tree today. Banoon, if you're around, maybe we can play. And then we'll also be more coordinated so that we can get to the end and explore the inside, explore that spiral tree, explore the inside of that spiral tree, and then hopefully be able to see the, what am I trying to say? That door, that, like, in the Spirit Sanctuary door, I think is what it's called. Or what's inside the tree is a Spirit Sanctuary, and then there's the door inside of that tree. And so, that's what we'll figure out in terms of the lore that I think that we've come away with thus far. We got the spiral tree. We got the rainbow iridescent sky. We saw that gigantic black. We saw that like gigantic black like the thing that was creating like the mobs, the hordes of enemies. Which is kind of interesting. There was that random, like, super bright lens near one of the rises, which I didn't understand. Let's see.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a graphics glitch, and it like, popped in when something happened right there, and then it just stayed. Was it solid? Like, could you interact with it, or could you walk straight?
No, it was solid, but,
Oh, wow.
yeah. The ant/flies putrescent curse blood of Moog. Yeah, that's a good way to sum it up.
Yeah, there's so much weird shit going on.
Yeah, so, in terms of, oh, the hole that spawned the enemy sort of looked like the hole that spawns the one reborn in Bloodborne. That's interesting. I did not play Bloodborne, but I can Google that. The Bird People of the Storm. Yeah, we got that. Telling us more about who they might have been. I think that aside from everything with the spiral tree, tower, I think... Hey, Scum. I think that the next most important, like, source of lore, like, how we're gonna figure this out is everything with putrescence. Why, like, the ripples, the putrescence, why it's connected to silver tears, and the curse blood and things like that. Like, that is the, like, the key to figuring out, I think, like, the metaphysics, because it's all over this game, for some reason. Oh, Quasimodo, let's hear it. I've not done research on the putrescence before. That's just, like, I haven't done, like, a lore search or a lore, I haven't, like, usually I'll do, like, a text search, and then, like, I'll mass all the information, and I have not done that for putrescence yet. So I don't totally get how it fits. I get how the oil fits, and the soap. Learner spiritual symbolism tied to the concept of transubstantiation. You heard of this? I have not heard of this.
No. But I'm interested to hear what Quasimodo is saying.
Yeah.
And hi, Scam, darling. How was your experience with the network test?
Oh, I knew I'd heard that concept before. I was like, the measure of how long it takes for Christ's body to become bread/blood to become... Or, oh, Christ's body to become bread/blood to become wine. And putrescence is the fermentation of corpses. Time cake. Noted. The nice thing is that I'm off on Monday, and so, and maybe what I'll do after this, because I think I'm gonna end the stream shortly, because the network test is over, and then, yeah, I don't actually know what I'm gonna do next, but I think to go and do some more research on putrescence. I'll add it to my research doc that I started for Nightreign. And then, if I can get some of that done, maybe we can talk about that tomorrow as we continue to play. I had more fun today playing, I had fun today playing the game, I will say. There are things I do and don't like about it, which is true of all things, right? I like that it's fast. I kind of hate that you have to, again, hate, like, kind of getting, like, stuck when the what is it, the circle's closing. I find that it's hard to see. I kind of want, like, my friends to have markers so I can always see where they are, instead of, and, like, how they're moving around, like, a vertical, like, beam of light that could come up from them. Because I was losing track.
Well, you can always see their names, and you can always see them on the map.
Yeah, I felt dumb earlier today when I could not find them in the chapel, or the chapel where we were, and they were, like, under the ground. I was confusing. Time cake, these symbols, but again, it's probably not that meaningful. Yeah, but something called, like, the One Reborn, and if the holes are the same, and it's a conserved pattern across games, which there's a lot of conserved stuff across the many games, and, like, the same shared symbolism, shared meanings, then that might help us to start identifying what that pattern is. And so if it's supporting evidence, I always love to hear about supporting evidence.
But we don't ever see, putrescence having anything to do with jars, though.
Let's see. It's tied to the black ichor. How do you say that word?
Ichor.
Ichor?
Yeah, ichor is what I say.
Okay.
But, I've heard a lot of people say ichor, so... I
Ichor.
think it matters either way.
Of abyssal/night magic that is said to contain the essence of evil mythologies, led by the sovereign goddess spirit of the moon, trapped within the sky vault. Well, that does kind of make sense, because we do see, we can't see it now, but there's, you can see, like, the putrescence. It seems to be pooling in, like, in the Nightreign, in the Nightreigns, like, design, you could see, like, there's, like, a crescent moon, and it looks like it's got that, like, putrescence. So that is tying the putrescence to, putrescence, the silver tier, whatever the wavy rippled substance is, essentially. Let's see. Any idea the symbolism of the spiral tree around a divine tower? Okay, so my initial thoughts on this, because in the spiral tree seal, we get, we can see that there are two hands. There's the two trees that are like spiraled around, right? But then, they create like a column of light, and for the actual spell, if you're using for the Spyrus spell, you twist your arms around and then you summon like a column of light, right? So in this, if we just take our divine tower is instead like in the middle, it's a column of something, right? And so it's channeling something. Because of the meteorites in there, I feel like it has to be something with like gravity magic. And so it might be channeling some sort of like, it's kind of as far as I've gotten. That instead of like a column of light, it might be a column of gravity. Just because of all the meteorite symbolism. Somebody yesterday said that like, that the tree spiraling around the tower might be kind of reminiscent of how Alphael's the brace of the Halig tree, and we have architecture like around this tree, but this time we have the tree around the architecture, and so it might be that the divine tower could have been like, it wouldn't make sense if the divine tower could have helped the tree to grow, essentially. And in the base game, we don't see the divine towers kind of doing anything, in my personal opinion. They're kind of there, and we don't like see them being functionally used. We don't know why what their use was. And so this is the closest we've gotten to like understanding some functionality of what the divine towers might have done. And the other thing, so there are 8 Night Lords, right? And the pattern of 8 symbol is kind of like all over the place. It's on the divine towers. Around the meteorites, there are 8 dots, or like 8 circles, like the fire giant's eye. And so there's also like there's like 8 points, or like there's a lot of patterns of 8 stuff. And like 8 points and 8 circles on the divine towers, right? Then we have 8 Night Lords, and it just so happens that the thing that takes us to the end bosses, that take us to face each of the Night Lords. So we fought earlier today. We fought was it Gladius, Tricephalus, the 3-headed dog, Cerberus. We basically fought Cerberus, right? And it makes sense why they would have a Cerberus-inspired Night Lord, because knights associated with death and all that kind of stuff. Or simply like knights associated with death, I think is in the game, and is justified to say that knights associated with death. And so we have the divine tower then with as a spirit sanctuary that then takes us to this like weird realm, where we enter through that door that then takes us to where we fight the Night Lord, right? And so, where was I going with this? And so it might be... Where was I going with this? I had a point. Oh, I think I lost the track for it. Right, the pattern of 8 stuff. And so I'm wondering if there are these, like, 8 divine towers that will be sort of, like, 8 realms. Because how many... Like, we have, like, this is Limgrave. And there'll be procedurally generated Limgrave maps, but maybe we'll also get Altus and, like, Caelid, and maybe, like, Farum Azula or consecrated snowfields. And so maybe we'll also have, like, 8 different, sort of settings. And you could think of them each as, like, it'll be interesting to see, because they're focusing on this pattern of 8, it seems, in the game, it'll be interesting to see what themes match with those 8 patterns. And I have not in the base game, even though I found like a million different instances of the pattern of 8, I haven't figured out what it represents yet, because that pattern of 8 is also in Ra's architecture. as well. So Ra, the astrologers, the fire giants, it was very important to them, and they recognized the importance of this pattern. Part of it might just be able to be explained by the compass, like north, south, east, west, like northwest, southwest, southeast, right? There's 8 points, and we see that on the back of the Dragonkin soldiers' capes. There's eight like dragons, and it looks like a compass on the back of their capes. But that doesn't make sense why we see the pattern of 8 with the circles, because that's not like what a compass would be. So yeah, I thought maybe in the sky, in like the night sky, you see like what seemed to be like ulcerations, or holes. And I thought at first there were going to be 8, and I was like, oh, that would be really interesting. But they kind of just disappear, and it looks like there's more than 8 of them. And hello, Scholar of Corland. So yeah, those are my vibes. I think we're gonna get some good info about the Divine Towers once we know a little bit more, and once we get back to them tomorrow, because we will get back to them tomorrow, and we'll be with friends instead of randoms. And we'll all take a look together.
Yay.
Yay?
Exciting.
Yeah, we'll go through the rest of the comments, and then I think we'll probably end the stream. 6 Divine Towers, 2 of them being shared by twins, so 8. Yeah, the 6 thing is what throws. That's what's so weird. It's weird because, and what's so annoying is that, like, the Forge also has, like, 2 towers that are, like, remaining, and it looks like there should be towers, like, all around the Forge, and then that would make the center, like, the Forge itself look like the center of the eye, and then you'd have 8 points around it. But there's only 2, and they aren't in the same architecture. It's not the same architecture as the Divine Towers. And then we only have these 6 Divine Towers. And why? Why? It upsets me so. But the only place we really see, like, the pattern of 6, or, like, the especially, like, that hexagon shape, is on, like, the seal of Raya Lucaria. And so it could make sense that, like, we know that, like, the Shadowlands, or the Land of Shadow, was sealed away. It might be because the sigil, the hexagon seal of Raya Lucaria is used to, like, block access to, like, the academy, and you can't get through. And so I had initially thought that the Divine Towers were being used to seal away the Land of Shadow, and that could have been important. Other people thought that they were being used to, like, summon a meteor, the meteor, but I don't know if you'd need them for that. So, but other than that, the hexagon is the only other. I think that's the only other place that we see a hexagon. We also see it on the Ice Crest Shield. The snowflake has 6 points. But it's just very frustrating that there's 8 everything, and then there's just 6 towers. And 2 of them being shared by twins. What's the other twin? The other pair of twins. Pattern rate verdigris discus, that's correct. It's also in there. Communion with the divine, yeah. Because, yes, they're divine. They're divide. And so that's a good point. And that makes more sense than when we think about it as being like a column that stretches to the gods, as described in the Spiral Tree Seal. And so, in this case, the gods seem to be the Night Lords. You could say, right? Because it's a white tower that stretches up to where we literally go and meet the Night Lords. It's like they're telling us to look for 2 more towers. I also cannot find the rock that the Divine Towers have on, like, their one side are quite unique as well. And that, the thing, I do like, I'm finally on board with Tarnished Archaeologists, like the cataclysm theory. The only reason I wasn't on board with it before totally was that the idea that there's a meteor or that's like lava or magma on the one side of the Divine Towers. I hated it because if there was a meteor that crashed into the middle of the map, then you would expect the lava to like be pushed out all in one direction, and like so it should be on the back. The lava rock should be facing the middle for every tower, but it's not. It's always on the left-hand side of the tower. And maybe that's just like a...
Because the impact didn't happen in the middle of the map. If you look at where the where you pick up the stars, Elden Stars spell, and also where the Erdtree is growing out of, there's a hint that's given to you, because if you look at Lanedale, around like where all those golden meteors fell, there's a chapel off to the side. I forget what it's called. But there's one of the chapels that looks very much like America Chapel. When you go there, there are 3 Erdtree saplings growing, and they are unique among Erdtree saplings because if you look very close at their bark, at their trunks, they're glowing, but they're still material. So unlike the other minor Erdtrees, their trunks are actually glowing like the Erdtree, but they are material, unlike the illusory Erdtree and the illusory Erdtree saplings. So that's fascinating. And then if you go underneath it into the mines that lead you to the tower that I believe belongs to Rykard's Great Rune. If you go through that, at the end where you fight the Alabaster Lord, it's either an Alabaster Lord or an Onyx Lord. It might be an Onyx Lord. Anyway, when you fight them, you're fighting in a room that has the same circle engraving in the floor that you find in the Divine Towers, and in it is a giant golden meteor. I think the Erdtree was grown atop a giant golden meteor, the first giant golden meteor. That's what I think. Like the big
That's
one
interesting.
That was the Elden Beast.
Yeah. Too bad we can't see what's underneath it. Or maybe we can. Maybe nobody's looked. Like, it turns out there's a meteor there. I like that, though. For when it crashed in. Because we don't know...
Because if you go to the deeper depths, where you find the Elden Stars, you are underneath the Erdtree.
That's true.
And that's where you find the spell. And it gives you that lore about how it fell and la la la. So, I don't know, that's what I think. And it's also, like, in that same direction, in relation to all the Divine Towers.
Yeah, well, I think you were the one who told me that you think that there's just ash, that there are meteors, like, in the floor and the tops of the Divine Towers, but each of them are covered by ash.
Yes. But I do think it's still meteors underneath that layer of ash or dust or dirt or whatever it is. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. It's very fascinating.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to go back in the stream, and you can, it was I think like maybe an hour in or so, maybe like 50 minutes in, where we had we got the first where we actually went into that Divine Tower room. Or into the Divine Tower, and there was the tree seems to have grown into or like there's roots and stuff, and so that could be more evidence maybe that like the Divine Tower is connected to the tree, or to the Erdtree, or somehow or something like that.
I also sent you a screenshot of the map of Limvale.
Yeah.
And of course, I was going to do some super imposition and like place it near Limgrave or whatever and see like if it fits geographically or whatever. And it doesn't really fit anywhere. So
No, and it's well, and eventually it's going to be procedurally generated. But it's interesting that it's interesting that it's just square. I wonder if
it
they'll all be
is.
squares.
And the center of it is the river. Like if you look at the middle, like how the map is bisected by a river, that is the river of Limgrave. Like same river, same patterns, same um Farum Azula rubbish debris from the sky, like in the same bridge and everything. Like it's same two bridges, and it's all the same.
Yeah, uh, there's nothing like with the architecture that we're going to be able to glean out because it's all procedurally generated. But I thought the same thing. That it's cool that I could have sworn that it was just at first because I forgotten the procedurally generated part, and I was like that's just Limgrave, and
Hmm.
and so at first I thought that they were parallel universes that were just like what am I trying to say? They were just parallel universes with like almost like two layers like next to one another, but then it's not. They're gonna be the maps are gonna be different. So
Yes. Indeed, the power of eight lies in the mystery of Elton John. Goodbye, uh, Golden Brick Road. Hold me closer, tiny red dancer lady. Okay, I'll stop.
no, no, that was great. Hold me closer, blue dancer fairy.
That too, but I was talking about the red dancer lady that's
Yes, yeah.
in the DLC.
Okay, I think I'm gonna call it here, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you feel like we have found at least some lore tidbits, and that there is lore to be had in this game, even though it's not canon, and that this is not going to be there's not going to be a ton of lore necessarily, but there is lore about some big things. When is the next? Let me double check when the next test is.
And thank you guys for like engaging with so many brilliant ideas in the comment section. You guys are really clever and have great ideas, and it was really fun to talk with you guys about them.
Yes, thanks everyone. I enjoy collaborative theory crafting so very much, and it's great. This is one of the best ways to do it.
Yeah, and thank you, Nameless, for having me here so that I could engage like this. It's been fun.
Well, thank you for being here. All right, I'm gonna end the stream, and oh, I know I'm trying to look when the next time is. I think it's tomorrow morning at I think it's tomorrow morning at like 6 a.m. Eastern time, so 2 a.m. Pacific time. Because I think that Sunday and Saturday and Friday had the same days or the same times. I don't know if I want to wake up for that, because I would have to wake up at 4 again. I'd have to wake up at 4 again, and that was rough yesterday. So, Elden Ring network test schedule. Yeah, it is. It's 5 a.m. tomorrow, and then it's 9 p.m. tomorrow. So we'll definitely do tomorrow at 9 p.m. my time. So we'll definitely do tomorrow at what would that be? It's 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's 9 p.m. Central Time for me. So All right.
Lord Melnikov says, you know what I was thinking about the Fortnite circle? It would be cool lore-wise if we were literally fighting at the end of time, kind of like Dark Souls 3 before the universe fades. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for having me name this, and bye
Yeah.
everybody.
Thanks, guys.